Hello, and welcome once again to another high school athletic contest. We're here at the Ohio Wesleyan University, where the BAC East and West track championships will be run today. We were here Thursday for the prelims. We'll have some spots of that, some of the prelims, some of the highlights of prelims on this also. But today we're going mainly for the finals. This is Gary McNeil and Carl King. We want to welcome you to another fine meet. So sit back and get ready for some fine running, some fast track people. We got some people, good people from London, some good people from Madison County. So hang around and we'll be right back. Girls 100-meter high hurdles final, and it just so happened that Thursday we had a couple records set where Crystal Strobel ran at 15:23, and she was able to set a record from London. In lane 1 we have Courtney Green from West Jeff. In lane 2 Rochelle Miller from Bexley. Lane 3 Mandy Jones from London. Lane 4 Crystal Strobel from London. Lane 5 Lacey Ogan from Washington Courthouse. Lane 6 Aaron Boyd from Bexley. Lane 7 Julie Tuggia from Jonathan Alder. And Lane 8 Beth Walters from Washington Courthouse. As we get ready for this race, this meet is usually hosted by the London, we're just now finally getting our track in. And we still need some support to finish our stadium and some other things at that Hartley complex. So anybody hearing this would like to donate or help out or get involved, we'd be more than glad to have your support. And they just got the okay to get the race started. I think you're going to be looking for Strobel in lane 4 is going to be the one to look for, I think. Madison County people are Courtney Green, Strobel, Mandy Jones. Green is from West Jeff, and Julie Tuggia from Jonathan Alder. Strobel and Jones are both from London. And here we go, we have a race. Strobel clears the first one, and she's going to be a walk-away. We got Strobel in first, Washington Courthouse in second, London's in third. They could get a 1 and 3 out of this. Strobel's going for a record up, and we got a 15:3 again. She ran a 15:3, which matched her time of the record that she broke. She matched her time again.
Lane assignments for the girls East 100-meter high hurdles. Lane number 1, Amy Bailey, Utica. Lane 2, Sonoma Clemens, Big Walnut. Lane 3, Melja Seibert, Olentangy. Lane 4, Amber Merrill, Licking Valley. Lane 5, Heather Moore, Big Walnut. Lane 6, Shannon Price, Olentangy. Lane 7, Amy Kiger, Licking Valley. Lane 8, Sarah Brown, Lakewood.
And I hope you was able to get to pick that up. We got the girls East 100-meter high hurdles finals, and we have a also we had a 15:3 in that Thursday, was run by Amber Merrill from Licking Valley. So we've got in lane 1 Amy Bailey, I think you may have heard it, from Utica. Is that Utica? And lane 2 Sonoma Clemens from Big Walnut. Lane 3 Majaya Seibert from Olentangy, and I'm probably ruining these names up. Lane 4 Amber Merrill from Licking Valley. Heather Moore from Baldwin Wallace in 5. Shannon Kreitz, Olentangy in 6. Amy Kiger, Licking Valley in 7. And Sarah Brown. What is LA?
You said Baldwin Wallace.
I did that last year.
I know.
No, I didn't. I said Big Walnut.
No, you didn't.
Well, it's Big Walnut.
Check the replay.
Okay. I did that last year. What's LA?
LA. That's out in California.
No, somebody from in our league. Lakewood. Okay. Lakewood. And I had some records for that. Well, we know what the record's already been broken. This is quite a job here, Carl. You have no desk. I'm trying to work on this little teeny seat top. And we got a little break down here. Up getting ready for the 100-meter high hurdle finals in the East Division. And I believe the one to watch for in that was Amber Merrill from Licking Valley. She also tied the record with the London girl Crystal Strobel at a 15.3. We'll see if she can hold on to that today. And we have a race. Everybody gets out of blocks fine. It looks like this Amber Merrill, Licking Valley, she's going to run away with it. She's got some competition there, Carl, with Heather Moore from Big Walnut. She's going to get beat. She's going to get beat, I believe. And what was the time on that? 15.2. That's another record if that holds up. Mercy.
Please move the hurdles forward.
And I believe that was Heather Moore from Big Walnut.
Towards the finish line.
That was definitely a race. And if the time was right, we got a 15.2, which sets a new record.
Anthony Davis, Washington. Lane 3, Brian Garber, John Lawler. Lane 4, Matt Stanley, Bexley. Lane 5, B.J. Scales, London. Lane 6, Brandon Smalley, Washington. Lane 7, Justin Hodge, London. Lane 8, Bruce Garber, Johnson Alder.
There. Okay, well anyway, we got the lineups, so we got to get a jump on this for the 100-meter high hurdles finals in the boys West Division. And we have Peter Tongren from Bexley, Anthony Davis from Washington Courthouse, Brian Garber from Johnson Alder, Matt Stanley from Bexley, B.J. Scales from London, Brandon Smalley from Washington Courthouse, Justin Hodge from London, and Bruce Garber from Johnson Alder. And the record right now stands at 15.02. Dana Smoot from Bexley holds that record for the 100-meter high hurdles in the boys BAC finals. Runners are in position. Like I say, you'll probably be watching Matt Stanley and B.J. Scales will be the ones to watch for. Stanley's from Bexley, and I was getting ready to say Baldwin Wallace. And B.J. Scales is from London. I said Baldwin Wallace last year, I don't know how many times. They got these abbreviations here, and some of them look the same. And unless you do this on a regular basis,
call girls 100-meter dash.
It's a trip.
First call boys 100-meter dash.
As the starters getting the runners in place down there, we have a beautiful day so far. Sun, nice little light breeze, supposed to get in the 70s. I didn't bring my suntan lotion, Carl, and what we're going to do, we'll probably get burnt up. What do you think? And we have a race getting underway, 100-meter high hurdles final, boys West Division. And so far they seem like they're clicking off just right in order. Timing's going good. Like we say, I got 15.02 as the time to beat to break a record. And here we go. Scales is running us about a second, maybe a third. And this Bexley kid is just running away with it. Bexley is Matt Stanley, and he got a time of, if that's up, that's a new record, Carl. Got a time of 15 flat. Could be a new record. Matt Stanley, I didn't get a chance to see where London finished up in that, but it will show on the tape. Scales doesn't look like he's too happy with his finish. Okay.
Lane assignment to the boys East Division, 110-meter.
Final in the boys East Division, and we have Ricky Lee from Utica, in lane 1. Lane 2 is Mark Lehman from Big Walnut. Lane 3 is Matt Pfeiffer from Licking Valley. Lane 4 is Phil Kuhn from Olentangy. Lane 5 is Joel Reynolds from Big Walnut. Lane 6, Josh Bergstrom, Olentangy. Lane 7, Brad Anders, Licking Valley. And Lane 8, John McCoy, Utica. And we're getting ready. So we've got the starters in place, gun up. And if these records are hold up, we got a new record of 15 to beat in the boys West Division. Runner from Bexley, Matt Stanley, I think was his name. And we're getting ready. Both arms are up for the race. We have a race. This is the boys East Division. And out front in lane 3 is Matt Pfeiffer from Licking Valley. And in lane 4, Joel Reynolds. And we got a 15-9.
Hurdle crew, please remove the hurdle.
Licking Valley.
Final call, girls 100-meter dash. Second call, boys 100-meter dash.
Okay. Dash final. Okay. And I didn't get the names. We got Hudson from Alder in lane 1, Johnson in lane 2 from Washington Courthouse, Mitch Fielder from West Jeff, lane 3, Strobel from London in lane 4, Hawk from Washington Courthouse in lane 5, Wilson from London in lane 6, lane 7, Rachel Miller from Bexley, and lane 8, Samantha Plank from Jonathan Alder. This is the girls West Division. And Strobel's starting to make her move. We're going to have a race here, Carl. It's going to be close. And Wilson's right up in there. She's done a good race. Wilson could get third. We could get 1 and 3 on this here. Huh? I think it was. Had a 12-8 time.
Final call, boys.
Record was 12-7. So we didn't get no record, but we did get some good times there. I believe London got a 1 and 3 out of that. They jumped on us so fast, Carl wasn't ready for it.
Coach of the year. Looks like a good spot.
East Division, 100-meter dash heat 1.
Assignment to the girls, East 100-meter dash.
And we'll pick it up from the
Sarah Brown.
PA.
Lane 2, Melja Siebert, Olentangy. Lane 3, Amy Layton, Big Walnut. Lane 4, Samantha Heckler, Big Walnut. Lane 5, Jessica Clay, Olentangy. Lane 6, Brandy Trout, Licking Valley. Lane 7, Laura D, Licking Valley. Lane 8, Tiffany Bureau, Utica.
And I hope you caught that well enough, so I won't have to repeat it. Which I will anyway. You have Sarah Brown from Lakewood in lane 1. Majah Sarah from Olentangy, lane 2. Amy Layton from Big Walnut, lane 3. Samantha Heckler from Big Walnut. Lane 4, I love Baldwin Wallace. Jessica Clay, yeah, from Olentangy, lane 5. Brandy Trout, Licking Valley 6. Lori Dees, Licking Valley 7. And in lane 8 is Tiffany Barrow from Utica. And if these names are mispronounced or mispronounced, it's not intentional. I just haven't had a chance to talk with anybody and really get the right pronunciation of these names. So please don't take anything personal as far as the names go. The record is 12-7-2, held by, I believe it was Christy Smith from Bexley. And we have a race here, and I don't know any of these people, but we're looking at, Carl, we got a race. It's going to be a toughie. Good Lord, look at this. And a 13-1.
Final call.
And I don't have any idea who won that one. We'll have to
Second call, girls 800-meter relay.
get an idea, see who they put in first place.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
That was a race there.
400.
Okay, I went boys west.
I mean, it was
Lane 2, Frank. Lane 2, Frank White, London. Lane 3, Kevin Graves, West Jefferson. Lane 4, Brendan Schur, Bexley. Lane 5, Roger Clark, London. Lane 6, Brandon Eller, Washington. Lane 7, Pat Helios, Bexley. Lane 8, Rob Frank, Grandview. All relay inspectors, please report to Terry Nance at the finish line. All relay inspectors.
That's 100-meter dash final, West Division. And for the boys in lane 1, we have Dan Gusty from Grandview. Lane 2, Frank White from London. Lane 3, Kevin Graves from West Jeff. Lane 4, Brendan Schur from Bexley. Lane 5, Roger Clerk from London. Lane 6, Brandon Ellers from Morrison Courthouse. Lane 7, Pat Elias from Bexley. And Lane 8, Rob Frank from Grandview. The Madison County people to watch are Graves from West Jeff, White from London, Clerk from London, and I believe that's it. Clerk, yeah, he ran 11.2, sure did. This basically goes to Madison County. You don't get it unless they buy the tape, so that's why I point out the. And we got a lineup here, and by the way, Clerk feels that he can just run away with everything. Had a big write-up in the Madison County Press yesterday, and he just feels he don't have any trouble at all in this BAC. So it's going to be interesting with the Bexley fellow running as fast as he's running. What'd you say, 11.2? 11.2. And we got a race. And right now, I don't think Brennan. And I think Clerk's going to keep hold to his word. And he got 11 flat. So Clerk held true to his predictions that he was going to run away. He felt like he didn't have that much competition.
Lane 2, Mike Castle. Lane 3, Josh Goodson, Old Tangy. Lane 4, Rick Davis, Big Walnut. Lane 5,
I think his big thing is 100-meter dash final in the East Division. Lane 1, we have Nathan Bernard, Utica. Lane 2, Mike Castle from Big Walnut. Lane 3, Josh Goodson from Olentangy. Lane 4, Rick Davis from Big Walnut. Lane 5, John Roberts from Licking Valley. Lane 6, Randy Newman from Olentangy. Lane 7, Derek Johnson from Lakewood. And Lane 8, Jason Shipley from Utica. The record for the boys 100 was, they just run 11. And I don't know see what the record was. Well, I got so many papers running around here, Carl. The record for the board was 11.3, so that's a new 100-meter record.
Big time.
Yeah, everything holds true right now. Clerk has set a new record in the boys' 100-meter dash. The old record was 11.3.
Who held that?
Fred Lester from London. And we have another London person, if this holds up, and if it's official, he smashed it with an 11 flat. So, and like I say, the warmer the weather gets, the faster you're going to get. That's what the coaches tell me in a way, so let's see what's happening here.
$100
100-meter dash final, East Division. We'll try and see if we can pick up the winners. This thing seems to be kicking off pretty good, Carl. And we have a race. Everybody seemed to get out of blocks good. We have lane 4, Rick Davis got out real good. And lane 5, John Roberts just took over. And he ran 11.2. Unofficially, it's 11.2. So Clerk just evidently broke a new record. And I believe that was John Roberts from Licking Valley with an 11.2. Got 1 second to go before we get this race underway, Getting better, Carl. And then it's the 4x2 relay final. And we have Alder. This is the West Division. Alder in lane 1. West Jeff Lane 2, London, Lane 3, Bexley, Lane 4, Washington Courthouse, Lane 5, and Grandview in Lane 6. We don't have names of the runners. I do know a few of the London runners that I can probably pick out. Starting the first leg for London will be Tamika Martin. And I'm not sure who the second leg is. We'll have to catch that when it comes around. It might be Smith. This Smith girl, I think, is a sophomore, just come to London. It might be her. And I believe Wilson, Kiera Wilson, will be the final leg. Third leg, I'm trying to see who's here for London. Can you see him, Carl?
I don't know. Right there.
I think that's Smith on the third leg, so that might be Strobel on the second leg. We'll see. The record for this is held by Olentangy with a time of 1:48.8. Held by Olentangy. Like I say, in London, I do know that that is Tamika Martin. And she'll probably be handing it off to Crystal Strobel. That's your two fastest runners. I guess if you get out and get that lead early, that's what they're counting on. And right now it seems to be pretty even. I don't see anybody making up much of the stagger. Martin's starting to pick up some of the stagger. And the number 2 hole is Washington Courthouse is picking up some. And we had a good race. As Courthouse takes the first exchange, London hands to Strobel, and she has to get it. She's going to have to make some time on this turn, if that's Strobel. She runs the turn real well. Here's where it's coming into play. Nope, my mistake, that's not Strobel. Good handoff. Look at this here, Carl. Look at this London picking up the pace here. I think that's that Smith that they're so high on. She's finally took the lead, and Kiera Wilson is going to run the last leg. Kiera just ran the 100 and just not too long ago. I don't know if it's going to have any bearing on how she is able to carry this race or not. Uh-oh, took off too soon. And that hurt. Now she's going to have to dig in and kill her. That hurt, Carl. I think we very well could have might have had this race had that been a good exchange on that last series. London's going up in a second. Lane Bexley's going to win this with a time of 15-2. London come across at 15. Well, they didn't have that. 15-2. That bad handoff, Kiera took off too quick, and that got us.
Second call, girls, 1600.
East Division, 800-meter relay, and the West Division ran a 1:52, wasn't it? 1 minute 52 seconds, I believe it was. The record is 1 minute 48 seconds, .8. Once again, it's held by Olentangy. And in lane 2 we have Lakewood, and lane 3 we have Licking Valley, lane 4 Olentangy, lane 5 Big Walnut, and lane 6 Utica. And looks like Olentangy's, I think it's Olentangy, is making a big move. Oh, it's a close turn. Oh, they got a bad handoff. Can't tell which lanes they're in from here, Carl. Can you? Lane 3 and 4. Licking Valley and Olentangy is running neck and neck here. Let's get a good handoff. And I believe Licking Valley got the better of that exchange. They're in like lane 3. Lane 4, Olentangy's making their move, and we got a race down the backstretch. Olentangy's running a third, I guess, and it's going to be a dead heat here. Good handoff, and we still have a dead heat here, Carl, with Licking Valley and Olentangy. Inside lane would be Licking Valley starting to pull away. Lane 3. We're running 1:38 so far. She's slowing down because I think she knows she got it made. And she's going to end up with a time of 1 minute, 47 seconds, and 43. And the record was 1 minute, 48 seconds, so that's a pretty good run. 1:47.3.
Just a reminder that
the winner of that race, Licking Valley. Getting ready to take place here in the West Division. Be sure I got the right one. And in lane 1A is Nathan Martin, Worcester Courthouse. 1B is Jesse Haycock, Worcester Courthouse. Lane 2, Sean Freed from London. Lane 2B is Bill Weeks from Bexley.
Or not to be.
Yeah, to be or not to be. Shut up, girl. It's hard enough. Lane 3A, Brian Elliott from London. 3B, Matt Culture from West Jeff. 4A, Ryan Hamilton from Grandview. 4B, Judd Yutzy from Jonathan Holder. Shut up. 5A, Kyle Davis from Bexley. 5B, Craig Clausen from Grandview. Almost messed it up again, Carl. And 6A, Pat Carnes from Jonathan Alder. So we've got, in the Madison County area, we got Freed from London, Elliott from London, Kocher from West Jeff, Yutzy from Jonathan Alder, and Pat Carnes from Jonathan Alder. Those are your Madison County people, and the reason we say Madison County area, because this is basically where this is community access goes to. Although I think Jonathan Alder changed channels, so I don't think they get us anymore. And we're going to pick up the first lap and the last lap, so we'll be sure to have enough time to try to get everything in on this 2-hour tape. This is the West Division. Once again, the Madison County runners are Sean Freed and Brian Elliott. They're in the red and white colors. West Jeff, brown and yellow colors is Matt Kocher. And Jonathan Alder in the black would be Judd Yutzy and Pat Carnes. And as we finish the first lap, it looks like we have Bexley runners are running neck and neck, setting the pace there of 11:10.5. 1:04. And we'll pick up the last lap. Final 2 turns of this 1,600-meter run, West Division, and right now we're looking at Bexley, and I'm not sure who the other blue colors are. But Bexley looks like it's going to be a race. It might be Lakewood. Lakewood got on blue. I can't tell from here. Bexley's going to run away with it with a 4:30.8. And we'll slide back here and pick up the rest of the runners. London's going to pick up a 3rd place. With a 4:51.4. And we got a big race here. Now, it started out that way. Carl, it's a long ways. Mile. West Jeff is going to get about a 6th, I believe. And we still got 2 runners clear back on the turn, Carl. And the big thing about this is the finish. He's got a strong finish there. And we got 1 more runner, Jonathan Alder, coming. That way we've got every runner in the race, I hope. 1600 meter dash east. Like we say, we'll pick up. Okay, we'll call this a run because they're not dashing, huh? Yeah, it's called a 1600 meter run final. And 1 and 1A, we have Todd Gehring in 1, 1B, Greg Brewer from Lakewood, 2, Chad Roberts from Lakewood, Justin Thomas from Olentangy, Scott Comisford from Licking Valley,
Final call.
in 3A, 3B, Matt DeLeon, or however you say that, from Olentangy, 4A, John Hostassa from Utica, 4B, Shane Oakley from Licking Valley, and 5A, David Baker from Utica. Like I say, we'll pick up the first lap and the last and the final of it. And Utica is right now is carrying the mail. Both Utica runners are up front. And we got a big Walnut, Bexley. And like you said, it was a 104 just like the other race. Lap of the 16-meter run. And we have Utica is still hanging in there in first. We've got a race with Utica and Big Walnut. I believe that's Big Walnut. Big Walnut's it's going to be a race to the finish, Carl. We might have a race here. This is the East Division. It's going to be who wants it the most. Big Walnut gets that extra kick, and he's going to make it. 4:28.5. And we'll pick up these two runners here. Is that Lakewood? I believe so. I'm trying to get used to these colors. No. And Bexley will bring up the final. Meter run girls West Division. In lane 1A we have Melanie Shalonk. I messed that up, from Bexley. 1B Megan Hill from West Jeff. Lane 2 Shannon Ryan, 2A from London. 2B Laura Avalos from Grandview. 3A Lana Matheson from London. 3B Laura Hammond from Jonathan Alder. 4A Nicole Frabot from Grandview. Lindsay Johnson, Washington Courthouse, 4B. Emily Lewis from Bexley. Jonna Bick, Washington Courthouse. Betsy Yates, Jonathan Alder, and Beth King, West Jeff.
Down to the entrance into the stadium, and we will see that you get a T-shirt mailed to you next week.
I've been given a lane card, but it doesn't really much matter what lane you give, because once they get past the turn there so far, they can go into any lane they want. London's Shannon Ryan. She's like a cross-country runner, I believe, also. She's carrying the mail on this first leg, first lap. London, Bexley, Grandview, and Jonathan Alder's running a double fourth. London's in the fifth right now. And we'll pick up the last lap. Here for a minute with Shannon Ryan up front, and all of a sudden, let's figure out where this girl's from. She got a kick like she's running 100, Carl. She looks strong too. That's what the record is.
Second call, boys.
The record is 5:27.5. She's not going to get the record. I believe it's Grandview, but I'm not sure. London's going to get a second place with a time of 5:38.2. And here comes Jonathan Alder. We got Jonathan Alder's going to place in this. That's two Madison County teams going to get a time, and her time will be 5:50.3, and another Jonathan Alder runner. They're going to get third and fourth. So that'll give them a few points. So there we are, and we might as well pick up the West Jeff runners. We got two West Jeff runners. We got to fight for a place she's not going to get there. And West Jeff, this is like their second year of track, so got to commend them. I also commend London, because London has not had a track for probably 10 years or better, and they practice in the parking lot. So to come out here and run like this every year like they do is really something great. East Division 1600 meter run final. In 1A we have Kerry Carduccio. I should let him do these names because nobody's told me how to pronounce his name. From Olentangy. 1B, Kara Thompson from Lakewood, or LA, Los Angeles. 2A, Alyssa Baker from Utica. 2B, Casey Grail from Utica. Sandy Schwartz from Licking Valley. Ashley Ritchie, Big Walnut. Megan Conley, Licking Valley. Elizabeth Francis, Lakewood. Stephanie Jones, Baldwin Wallace. I did it! Big Walnut. I was going so good. And Brandy Jones from Olentangy. Somehow I got to get this Baldwin Wallace out of my system. And this is the East Division 1600 meter run final. And once again, the record for that is 5:27.5, held by Marie Miller from Olentangy. 5:27.5. And as we cross the finish line first time, we have, I believe, Bexley, Utica, and Bexley. Down, turn, and they're not giving much room down there. The final turn of the 1600 meter East Division. We have, I believe it's Olentangy, first place. Utica right now is running second. Here comes another Olentangy runner, going to try to make it a 1-2 finish. Looks like it's going to be Olentangy, Utica, and Bexley. With a time of 5:35.5.
Fifth place, Derek Johnson, Lakewood. Fourth place, Josh Goodson, Olentangy.
The crowd, we're getting ready to set up for the boys West Division 4x1 relay final. And in lane 1 we have Grandview. Lane 2 we have Jonathan Alder. Lane 3 we have Bexley. Lane 4 we have Washington Courthouse. Lane 5 London. And lane 6 West Jeff.
We need the track cleared in the third exchange zone, please.
And they're calling for the track cleared in the third exchange zone. This is a 4x1. This ought to be off pretty quick. Let's see what kind of times this has.
Please make sure the track is clear.
4x1 has a time of 43.75. Did I say that right, Carl?
Exchange zone 1, are you ready?
That's a record meet by Bexley.
Exchange zone 3, are you
set
ready?
in 1993. That was before London got those fast runners and start outrun them Bexley runners. I got a Bexley father here, boy. We're just going at it toe and toe. What's your name, sir?
My name is Scott Shear.
Scott Shear. He has a son to be anchoring in this race for Bexley, so watch out for Bexley. What grade's he in? He's a sophomore, so we got to deal with him for 2 more years. Football player?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Tailback next year. Let's see what happens. Grandpa and his dad spoke.
Oh, Lord. Three generations, Carl. We're in trouble.
Might have skipped one.
Well, the greatness skips one.
I can't remember did Bexley beat London this year in football?
Yeah.
Okay, that was their best chance. That won't happen anymore.
Okay. Maybe they won't play him again.
You think not, huh? And here we go.
We used to beat him in the old days.
Yeah, I know. London, I hear him hollering Frankie. It might be Frankie. Why? He's off to a good to see his first exchange. London got the first exchange, I believe. Here comes Bexley, and they're on the move, buddy. They are kicking. That second leg is a trip.
First call, boys, 400-meter dash.
Got a good exchange. I believe that's Kahn running his third leg for London.
Final call, girls, 400-meter relay.
London has a freshman running the third leg for them. And we ended up with London in third place. Was that Bexley in second or first? Bexley got a second. These colors messed me up. Who was that first color? Washington Courthouse, isn't it? Washington Courthouse got a first place on that. I didn't get a time. Did you get the clock on that, Carl?
What was the time?
It's on the
40-something.
Yeah, the record's 43.75, so it could have been a 44. We didn't get a time on that, but anyway, it was a heck of a good race. 400-meter relay final East Division. In lane 1, Utica, lane 2, Olentangy, or no, lane 2, Utica, there's no lane 1. Lane 3, Olentangy, lane 4, Licking Valley, lane 5, Big Walnut, and lane 6, Lakewood. And we'd like to apologize. We weren't able to pick up the first 2 runners across the finish line in the last heat in the West Division. Somehow we was focusing on London, which is our school, and we have a tendency to do that every once in a while. And from now on, we'll try our best to remember to pick up the finalists, the winners, people who cross the finish line first. And we do apologize for that. But I think it turned out to be Washington Courthouse and Bexley crossed the line first and second. And the first exchange looked like it went to Olentangy. Olentangy is pretty fast in this. The record is 43.75. These guys are cooking, Carl. We got a race here. We got some people who want to run. Look at here. We got a race, and Olentangy's going. Can he hold it out? Can he hold it? Yep, he did it. 44.6.
Second call, boys, 400-meter dash. First call, girls.
Olentangy. I still don't know who that. I think Lakewood was third. Who's that one in the middle? Licking Valley?
yeah.
Licking Valley was. And we had one heck of a race there. Wasn't too hard to get the, because everybody was close on that one. We're starting out with the West Division in the girls, 4x1, and we have Alder in 2, Courthouse in 3, London in 4, Grandview in 5, Bexley in 6.
Exchange zone 3, are you ready?
And their record time is 51:41. And like I say, we don't have any names for this, so we just have to get the names of the schools. For London, I know Tamika Martin once again runs the first leg.
Final call, boys, 400-meter dash. Second call, girls, 400-meter dash.
It's kicking off pretty good. We have like a 12-second split there. I'm pretty sure, I think that is the Smith girl that's running this leg here. New girl. Kira Wilson will be anchoring the last leg. I don't know who's in the third leg. It runs a little bit like Strobel. I believe it was Strobel. I'm not sure. Here comes Wilson. In first place, I believe we have Grandview, Bexley, and then London. And I didn't get a time.
52-1.
A time of 52-1. East Division,
Jane Zone 3.
4x1 final relay. In lane 2 we have Lakewood. In lane 3 we have Licking Valley. Lane 4 Big Walnuts. Lane 5 Olentangy. Lane 6 Utica. Okay. So you look down at the shirts, and Lakewood and Olentangy have almost the same colors. The tops are the same. Now there might be a different color on the front. The ones that stand out, the colors, is mainly is London and Utica. Utica has a big U on there, as you can tell that. And Olentangy, they have pretty flashy colors.
Okay.
Let's see how quick this guy gets out of the way shooting the gun. I didn't have to go too fast. See what kind of split we get here, Carl. Last one was 12, I think. It's about the same, pretty close. And Big Walnut's on the move. And we had a bad handoff, but Big Walnut's still going to be in this race, Carl. It's going to be, that long-legged lady can go. Lakewood, Big Walnut, Lakewood. Who's going to reach it? It's going to get, from here it looked like it could have been Big Walnut. From here it's where it looked.
51-5.
51-5. And the record, Carl, was 51-4, so that was a good race. Just missed the record. For the West Division 400-meter dash, and who we have here? In lane 1 we have Dan Gusty from Grandview. Lane 2, Chris Beach from Bexley. Lane 3, Doug Danke from Bexley. Lane 4, Roger Clerk from London. Lane 5, Tristan Setti. That's a name, from Morrison Courthouse. Lane 6, Brad Adams from Morrison Courthouse. From West Jeff. I don't see his names, he said. Lane 7, John Sparks, Morrison Courthouse. And lane 8, Douglas Moyer. I thought I heard him say a Masaki.
He said he wanted some sake. He's thirsty.
Record for the 400-meter dash is 49.87.
The Johnson Aller girls coach needs to see the referee, Mr. Gray, at the finish line. The Johnson Aller girls
Kurt
coach.
Melly at Olentangy.
I heard it. Needless to say, they saw it.
It's M-E-L-L-E-T-T. You don't spell Malott with an E, but if you say so. Oh, you know him, huh?
Yeah, just Bowling Green.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. That was Malat that holds that record for Molentangi in the 400-meter dash back in '93. This is another one of them races. The clerk says he wants to win it all, and he's on the move. He's stretching. He's getting good position. I don't know how long he can hold this pace, but I tell you what, he's doing real good. You got London. I think that's West Jeff.
Final results in the girls West 4x200 meter relay. In 5th place, Grandview. 4th place, West Jefferson. 3rd place, Washington Courthouse. 2nd place, London. And the winner with a time of 1 minute 50.2 seconds, Bexley.
London, West Jeff, Bexley, Washington Courthouse, Bexley, and Clerk's going to win it with a time of
Team of Aaron Boyd, Sarah Tappan,
49.5.
and Susan Buckham.
That could be a record.
That's a good run, man.
That could be a record. The last record was, like I said, 49.6, and he got a 49.5. So
Run, man.
that should be a record. That's quite a run there, wasn't it?
Lane assignments in the 400 meters. Clark, Olentangi. Lane 3, J.C. Finklia, Licking Valley. Lane 4, Jimmy Miller, Big Walnut. Lane 5, Scott O'Neill, Big Walnut. Lane 6, Dustin Schwarzenberger, Utica. Lane 7, Joe Bauman, Olentangi. Lane 8, Cash Bauman, Licking Valley.
And if you caught that over the loudspeaker system, he probably pronounces them a lot better than I do, hopefully.
Who couldn't?
Who couldn't, huh? But I will tell you who at lanes we're in. We got Utica in lane 1, I can say that. And Clark in Olentangi, lane 2. Licking Valley in lane 3. Miller, Baldwin Wallace.
Final results in the 4x200
Big Walnut.
girls East Division.
Big Walnut. I just did that on purpose. Carl's messing with me.
Big Walnut, 2nd place, Olentangi.
Big Walnut O'Neill in 6.
Time of 1 minute 47.3 seconds.
In the 6th hole.
Licking Valley.
Schwarzenberger, how you like that? Utica, Bauman, Olentangi in the 7th hole. And coming out of lane number 8 is Bauman from Licking Valley.
That team consisted of Tanya McQueen, Brandy Trout, Jennifer Barr, and Tiffany Wood.
East Division, 400-meter dash.
Final call, girls 400-meter dash. Second call, boys 300-meter hurdles. First call, girls 300-meter
That color I'm so mixed up with is Licking Valley that I get mixed up. And I believe if I'm seeing right, the color out front is Utica being challenged by
Final results in the boys. West
by Olentangi.
6th place, Ryan Hamilton, Grandview.
Got 2 Olentangi runners vying for the first spot.
4th place, Josh Worth.
Right here's where you find out what you're made of, isn't it, Carl?
John Freed, London. In 2nd place, Ray Swanson, Grandview.
Big Walnut running 1 and 2 so far, and Lakewood's going for 2nd place. It's a race for 2nd. Big Walnut. 51-4. So it looks like Clerk might have another record set here.
Final results in the boys East Division 1600-meter run. Krista Morhart, West Jefferson. Lane 3, Tamika Martin, London. Lane 4, Rochelle Smith, London. Lane 5, Maggie Neuter, Washington Courthouse. Lane 6, Susan Buckham, Bexley. Lane 7, Sabrina Bruner, Bexley. Lane 8, Stephanie Johnson, Washington Courthouse.
Somebody's beeper just went. I thought it was you. I get ready to say, they calling you to fix somebody's phone. He just run off the lane in the 400-meter dash girls West Division. Stevens from Jonathan Alder in 1, Morhart from West Jeff in 2, Martin from London in 3, Smith from London in 4, Neuter from Washington Courthouse in 5, Buckham, Bexley 6, Bronner, Bexley 7, Johnson, Washington Courthouse 8. And the record for that in the girls is 60.6. Well, that's quite different from the boys.
Good race, Casey!
Hey, feel good?
And the record holder for that in the girls is Tanya McQueen from Licking Valley. Now, Carl, would you call this an all-out race, or is this a pace race? It's a dash. Sprint is 100. Then you can dash them, huh? We got Smith from London is running a pretty good race there. I believe his name is Smith. Let me see again. Yeah, Rochelle Smith. London's got a good shot of getting possible 3rd and 4th in this. We got Bexley going to overtake Washington Courthouse. I think it's Washington Courthouse. And London will get 3rd and 4th in it. Did you get a time?
It's on the tape, but
yeah. Time will be on the tape, so watch for it on there. Trying to watch everybody watch his time takes a little time.
yeah.
Lane 2, Jamie Horath, Big Walnut. Lane 3, Stephanie Rigsby, Big Walnut. Lane 4, Tanya McQueen, Licking Valley. Lane 5, Carolyn Keeney, Olentangy. Lane 6, Erin McCarthy, Olentangy. Lane 7, Michelle Thompson, Lakewood. Lane 8, Nikki Hill, Utica.
Carl, somebody said that they thought they got a record broken at last heat in the West Division. We're in the East Division right now. In Charleston from Lakewood is in lane 1. Horath is Walden. Big Walnut is in lane 2. Big Walnut, Stephanie Rigsby, lane 3. Lane 4, McQueen, Licking Valley. Lane 5, Keeney, Olentangy. Lane 6, McCarthy, Olentangy. Lane 7, Thompson, Lakewood. And lane 8, Hill, Utica. Like we said, the record was 60.6, and I don't know. I heard somebody saying that was a new meet record just run the last time, so I'd have to look at the tape and see what the time was. And we have a race.
Final results in the boys. West Division 4x100 meter relay. In 5th place, Wes Jefferson. In 4th place, Jonathan Alder. In 3rd place, London. In 2nd place, Bexley. And the winner with a time of 45.09 seconds, Washington Courthouse. Team of Anthony Davis.
Trying to pick out who we got here in this, Carl.
Final results of the 4x100 relay, boys East Division. In 4th place, Utica. 3rd place, Olentangy. 2nd place, Licking Valley. And the winning team with a time of 44.99 seconds.
I'm not going to say who that is. I know we got a Lakewood running 2nd. 1st is Lakewood also. No, 2nd is Olentangy. 3rd is Big Walnut. So we had a Lakewood in 1st place, right? And a 108. 106, 108? That says 106.1 right there.
1008.
See, I tell you, this turned into a tragedy. I'm about to get Gilbert Gnarly, Gnarlay, up here to tell us all about this.
800 meter run.
Okay, we'll just run this up. We're getting ready for the 300 meter intermediate hurdles final. First up will be, is that east or west, Carl?
West.
You sure that ain't girls?
That's the boys west.
Okay, boys west. And we have in lane 1, Peter Tongren from Bexley. Lane 2, Bruce Garver from Jonathan Alder. Lane 3, Brandon Smalley from Washington Courthouse. Lane 4, Matt Stanley from Bexley. He'll probably be a favorite. Lane 5, BJ Scales from London. Lane 6, Anthony Davis, Washington Courthouse. Lane 7, Brian Garver, Jonathan Alder. And lane 8, Arfan Khan from London. Okay, we're rolling.
Race 2.
Yeah.
Long way to run.
It's a long way to run. You get so far and start kicking up hurdles.
You got to remember to run through the cones too. See, they'll be wanting to stop at the finish line.
Yeah. And we're off. Let's see who goes over the first hurdle first. Scales is one of the first ones over. Who's right next to Scales? Davis from Washington Courthouse. Davis looks like he might be a favorite. I don't know. Got Scales and Davis, I believe it is. And we come down the final stretch. We're looking at Bexley and London. Scales is trying to pick up. Oh, it's going to be a race. It's going to be a race. It's going to be a race. And it goes to the cone, and VJ and London comes up a winner. How about that?
What was that, 40 seconds?
We got 40 seconds, I believe.
Oh, man, that was a race.
And that's just a few seconds off of the record. Record's 39.8.
Lane 3, Mark Lehman, Big Walnut.
Yeah, sure did, didn't it?
Lane 4, Joel Reynolds, Big Walnut. Lane 5,
It looked like he did. Look. Okay, we got a East Division here, 300 meter intermediate hurdles final. We have Randall from Utica in lane 1, Carr from Licking Valley in lane 2, Lehman from Big Walnut in lane 3. I'm going to count on how many times I said that. In lane 4, we have Reynolds from Big Walnut. Lane 5, we have Kuhn, Olentangy. Lane 6, we have Bergstrom from Olentangy. 7, Briggs from Licking Valley, and McCoy from Utica in 8. This race here so far is kind of spread out. Kind of tighten up the first two. We got a runaway, and of course you can't tell till they hit that turn, can you?
Sixth place, John Sparks.
Things tighten up out there. It's going to be another race, Carl. As we got Lakewood and Big Walnut coming down the home stretch. I think hitting that last hurdle. Here's what's going to get him, and I believe Big Walnut was able to come back and take that race. I didn't get a time on that. Carl said he thought it was a 41.5.
In fifth place, J.C. Finklia, Licking Valley.
Girls 300 meter low hurdles final. In lane 1 with West Division, in lane 1 we have Miller from Bexley, Green from West Jeff, Jones from London, Strobel from London, Tappan from Bexley, Augen from Washington Courthouse, Walters from Washington Courthouse, and Glory from Washington Courthouse. The record time for this one is a 46.8 run by one of the Smith twins from Bexley. Which one was that? Crystal Smith, back in '95. Everything's kicking off pretty good here. Got a beautiful day, Carl. We couldn't ask for better weather. Just a slight breeze, just enough to keep them burning up. We're picking up this farmer's tans here. Is that what they call them, a farmer's tan? And we have a race. Look for Strobel. Strobel's over the hurdle first, so she looks like she has the lead. Watch to see who goes up first, and that's who you can usually tell. Strobel from London. And the record is 46.8. Strobel, if you notice, she changes the legs on every hurdle too. She doesn't
Final
run.
call, boys 800 meter run, girls 800 meter run. Second
And we
call.
have London.
Call, girls 800, final boys 800.
London in first. Bexley in second. Lakewood in third. 43, 45, 46. And she almost didn't do it, Carl. She forgot the cones and she stopped. I don't think she wouldn't have got the record, but she did get first, yeah.
She stopped the wrong line.
Yeah. And most of the time, I know some track coaches will teach you to run through the finish line at least 5 or 10 yards through the finish line. Anyway, just to be sure.
Lane assignment, girls, East Division, 300 meter.
That was a close one.
Lane 1, Amber
She
Merrill,
almost
Lincoln
lost
Valley.
it.
Lane 2.
East Division 300 meter girls low hurdles final. That was a blooper, wasn't it? I know. Well, it wasn't a record, so as long as she won, that's bottom line on this one here. Amber Merrill from Licking Valley being lane 1. Esper from Olentangy in lane 2. Layton from Big Walnut. I got it right, Carl. Lane 3. Griffin. Olentangy lane 4. Purcell, Lakewood. Lane 5. Clemens, Big Walnut. Lane 6. Baker. Lane 7 from Lakewood, and lane 8 is McQueen from Licking Valley. And once again, the record time is 46.8, and let's hope these girls remember to go all the way to the cone. Crystal, that was a no-no, but that happens. She don't know how proud we are of her. She's really done a job for the track team this year. Super cheerleader. And let's see who's going up first. Looked like the inside lane, I think. Let me see. Inside lane, that would be Merrill, I believe, from Licking Valley. Yeah. Licking Valley, Merrill. And then we got a big race for second, Carl. So be sure and try to get the whole group if you can. Oh, and she went down. Oh, man. And that's going to be a heartbreaking. Big Walnut's going to end up winning this race. Oh, man, she had a race one called with no problem at all and went down. I know she's sick. Good Lord. Boy, you hate to see that, don't you? Gee whiz. I didn't get a time on that. I was too busy watching what happened. This is the 800 meter run, right? 800 meter run, boys west. We have Riley from Worcester Courthouse, Justice from Courthouse, Viperman from Jonathan Alder, Wood from Bexley, Swope from Jonathan Alder, Ryan from Bexley, Clausen from Grandview, Audie from London, Larimore from Grandview, Sheck from West Jeff, and Hamilton from London.
Susan Buckham, Bexley, West Division, new beat record, 59.5 seconds.
And the record for this race is 1:58.6. They've hit the cones now, so they can go across. Looks like it might be pretty close. How are we looking on time?
800 meter run. First call, boys, 200 meter dash.
Go wide and get as many of them as you can. Got London's running in I believe, third and about seventh. This is a pretty long race too, Carl. Runner from London is Josh Audie, running third. And the leader of this, I believe that's Bexley. And I don't know which one it is because there's two Bexleys. Matter of fact, both Bexleys are running 1 and 2. London's making a charge for third, second, but they can't get there. So Bexley will be at 1 and 2. They both look like they give up before they get to the end. And Hamilton for London will finish about 5th.
2 minutes, 4 seconds.
The time of 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Run final in the East Division. We have Gary Stratford from Lakewood, Comisford from Licking Valley, West from Lakewood, Baker from Utica, O'Neill from Big Walnut, Garrick from Big Walnut, Thomas from Olentangy, Oakley from Licking Valley, Rossi from Olentangy, and Humphrey from Utica. This race looks like Carl's might be getting strung out a little bit early. Let's see what happens when they hit the cones there, the crossover.
I understand that there's an Olentangy mother in the stands that has a birthday today. So happy birthday to Pat Fowl Olentangy. Happy birthday, Pat.
Ain't that something? I'm gonna go up and tell them it's your birthday, Carl. And we got 2 Big Walnut runners come through the cones first and make the crossover. Like I say, the record for this is 158.6.
In the boys 300-meter hurdles, West Division. 6th place, Peter Tongren, Bexley. 5th place, Brian Garber, Johnson Alder. 4th place, Brandon Smalley, Washington Courthouse. 3rd place, Anthony Davis, Washington Courthouse. 2nd place, Matt Stanley, Bexley. And a winner.
You can probably only pick up about 2 of the runners, can't you, that far away?
0 seconds, BJ Scales, London.
Scales got it. I felt sorry for that girl that fell over that almost last hurdle, and she had about almost a 8-meter lead, 8 to 10 meters.
Final results in the 300-meter hurdle.
Here comes the final.
In 5th place, Mark Lehman, Big Walnut.
We've got Big Walnut runner going down first. Record is 158, and we got a 152. He won't get the record, I don't think. We got a 159, the record is 158, and we got 2 Big Walnut runners in Washington Courthouse and Licking Valley. Bexley will cross the line 5th.
Grandview. 2A, Destiny Artist, Jonathan Alder. 2B, Shanna Ryan, London. 3A, Andrea Wilson, London. 3B, Aaron Zook, West Jefferson. 4A, Denise Mendel, West Jefferson. 4B, Stacy Saraneski, Bexley. 5A, Rochelle Smith, Grandview. 5B, Angel Ernst, Washington Courthouse. 6A, Jessica Shue, Jonathan Alder. 6B, Abby Luther, Bexley.
And Carl, there's no way I'm going to try to pronounce about 4 of them names. There's no way.
We're going to have enough to get it all.
So what do you want to do? The 800-meter run, West Division girls. And hopefully you picked up the names over the PA system, because there are so many names in here I'm not sure I want to tear them up. I can tell you that from London.
We also understand that Tara McQueen
We have Shauna Ryan
is celebrating
Andrea
her 15th
Wilson
birthday today.
from London.
Happy birthday, Tara.
Both those are from London. Jonathan Alder, we have a Destiny Artist. This is Madison County people. West Jeff, we have Aaron Zook and Denise Mendel from West Jeff. Jonathan Alder, we have a Jessica Shue. So I think I was able to get those names pretty much right. We're going to get the first lap here, then we'll pick up the final when they come past the cones the second time. We'll pick up the home stretch. This way we're trying to be sure we have enough time on the tape to get the final race. Two London runners are running 3rd and 4th right now, which is early to tell what is what. Stretch, 800-meter run, West Division, and running first is Washington Courthouse, I believe, but I'm not sure. We know Lakewood's in second. London runners will be running third and fourth. Grandview runner will be running fifth. .800-meter run final in the girls East Division, and I wasn't quick enough to get the announcer. So we have Thompson from Lakewood, Swartz from Licking Valley, May from Olentangy, Grail from Utica, Baker from Utica, Barr from Licking Valley, Jones from Olentangy, Horath from Big Walnut, Friddle from Lakewood, and Horath. Have two Horaths from Big Walnut, Jackie and Jamie.
Final results in the 300-meter hurdles, girls West Division. In sixth place, Ashley Gloyd, Grandview. Fifth place, Courtney Green, West Jefferson. Fourth place, Mandy Jones, London. Third place, Lacey Ogun, Washington Courthouse. Second place, Sarah Tappan, Bexley. And the winner in a time of 48.6 seconds, Crystal Strobel, London.
200-meter.
Final results in the 300-meter hurdles, girls East Division. In fifth place, Sarah Griffith, Olentangy. Fourth place, Amber Barrow, Licking Valley.
And as they cross the cones, Carl, we've got
Big Walnut. Second place,
well, I can never tell who that is.
And the winner in a time of 49.1 seconds, Sonoma Clemens, Big Walnut.
I know we have Big Walnut in second and third, Lakewood in fourth. Who is the final stretch of the girls 800 East? And I still have not been able to find out what school that is.
Final call, girls 200-meter dash. Second call, boys 3,200-meter run.
That's pitiful. Big Walnut be running second, Lakewood be running third, Big Walnut be running fourth, Lakewood be running fifth. See if I can get the girl to turn around so I can read what's on her shirt. .200-meter dash, boys West Division. In lane 1 we have Rob Frank from Grandview. Lane 2 we have Chris Beach from Bexley. Lane 3 we have Brad Adams from West Jeff. Lane 4 we have Roger Clerk from London. Lane 5 we have Brendan Scher from Bexley. Lane 6 we have Brandon Ellers from Washington Courthouse. Lane 7 Mark Timmons, Washington Courthouse. And lane 8 Frank White. And we have a from London, right, Frank White from London. And by the way, the winner of that last race, I finally found out who the school is. It's Licking Valley. So I'll try to remember that logo on the shirt. The meet record for this is held by Olentangy's, was it? Malat, okay, with a time of 22.3. And once again, we're going to see if we can hold Clerk to his word. He had a lot of strong words in the press a couple days ago. And so far, he's been true to every one of them. He broke Carl King's record. And here he comes. He's on the move. And it's Clerk out front. And he's stretching it. London, Bexley, Courthouse, London, Bexley, 2 courthouses, 22.2. And that's the new record if that holds up. If that holds up, it'll be a new heat record, a new meet record, because the last one was 22.3. dash East Division. And we have in lane 1 Schwarzenberger from Utica, Goodson from Olentangy in 2, lane 3 Castle from Big Walnut, lane 4 Davis from Big Walnut, lane 5 Roberts from Licking Valley, lane 6 Newman from Olentangy, lane 7 Johnson from Lakewood, and lane 8 Whipfler from Utica.
I'm sure that's right.
It looks right. It's spelled W-I-P-F-L-E-R. Whipfler. If it's not right, at least everybody knows who I'm talking about. Whipfler, you just got a big plug. This is kicking off pretty much on time, Carl. And here we go.
John.
Big Walnut, lane 4 is probably your favorite as they come around the turn down the final stretch. Licking Valley. Looks like Licking Valley to me.
22-9.
22-9. What was that record?
22-3. Clark got a 22-2.
Lane assignments, 200-meter dash, final girls West Division.
200-meter dash final for the West Division, London area. And in lane 1 we have Jodish Smolak from Bexley, Heidi Mitchfielder from West Jeff in 2, Tamika Martin in 3 from London, Maggie Neuter from Worcester Courthouse in 4, Crystal Strobel in 5 for London, Angela Hawk, Worcester Courthouse in 6, in 7, Sarah Easterday, Jonathan Alder, and in 8th, Angela Nunemaker from Jonathan Alder. The league meet record for this is held by Smith again from Bexley, a time of 25.6. And we got some people closing on that turn there, Carl. It's going to be a race. 4. Maggie Neuter from Worcester Courthouse is out front. London's running in it for a tight, going for a second. Can she make it? I don't know if she got a second or not. Time of 26.6. Okay.
Lane assignments, 200-meter dash final.
Yeah. 200-meter dash final in the East Division.
That's right.
And we have, oh Lord, in lane 1, Chris Flip from Lakewood, Heckler from Big Walnut, almost. I didn't do it, Carl. Trout from Licking Valley, Clay from Olentangy, Wood from Licking Valley, Keeney, Olentangy, Rigsby, Big Walnut, Jewel, Utica. And we're off to a good start. You know, I haven't heard any false starts today. See if I can spot this Lakewood. They've been up there in front almost every time. That one running in about 3rd spot is the Lakewood girl. I think it fell down in the hurdle. Lakewood up front. Lakewood, Olentangy, Lakewood, Big Walnut. 26.3. Is that a record? 100 run will take you to the first where they can cross over with the cones. Then we'll pick them up down as they finish. So we'll be sure to have enough tape for the final race. In this race here is the West Division. We're looking at Martin from Courthouse, Freed from London, Young from Grandview, Kocher from West Jeff, Haycock from Worcester Courthouse, Elliott from London, Weeks from Bexley, Jansen from Jonathan Alder, Hollenstein from Grandview, Davis from Bexley, and Yutzi from Jonathan Alder.
Final result, 800-meter run, girls West Division in 6th place.
Come down the final leg of the 3,200 run, and our winner for this race is going to be Bexley, runner from Bexley. And I think that's all we're going to have time to give you as the winner of this race. Beck's going to be 1 and 2, 1:05. Boys 3,200 meter run final, East. And we have Freese, Olentangy, Baker, Utica, Gehrig, Big Walnut, Malik, Licking Valley, Roberts, Lakewood, Brewer, Lakewood, De Leon, that sounds like I said that wrong, Olentangy, Simpson, Big Walnut, Spray, Licking Valley, and Hostassa, Utica. And as soon as we get this race going, we'll break away and we'll do an interview with Roger Clerk and BJ Scales. As soon as they finish the cones here, we're going to do an interview with these guys. Okay. Okay, I'm here with two of our track stars from London, Ohio, with Roger Clerk, who has broke about 4 or 5 records here at this meet, and we have BJ Scales on my right, who broke the meet record for the 300 high hurdles, right? You want to tell us just how did that race really go for you? Because it looked like it was close at the end.
It was hard. It was hard. I just kept running.
Yeah.
That's it.
You was pretty pleased with your performance there?
Yeah.
What kind of time did you get?
40 flat.
40 flat, which is a meet record. You can tell he doesn't talk much here anyway. He was nervous. Nothing to be nervous about, man. We're proud of you. You've done a heck of a job. And we'll move over here to Roger, who has records in what today?
The long jump, 1, 2, and 400.
Did you hear that? The long jump, the 1, the 2, and the 400. The long jump was how long?
20 feet, 11 inches and a half.
And you run the 400 in
49.5.
And 2?
22.2.
And the 1?
11 flat.
11 flat. So we got a superstar here, and he made some big statements in the newspaper I was reading the other day. And folks, he's backed up everything he said he was going to do. Plus Carl King, who's on the camera right now, he beat your son's record. Ha ha ha. And we're just having fun, and we really appreciate you coming over. Keep up the good work, Roger. Roger Clerk, 4 meet records at the BAC Championships. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
All right. And I think the press wants to talk to you. Comes your winner and leader of the pack from Lakewood in the boys 3,200 meter run, East Division. Let me see if I. We got 2 Lakewoods. Huh? I might look that again to see for sure.
Elizabeth Seal, London. 1B, Laura Hammond, Johnson Alder. 2A, Emily Lewis, Bexley. 2B, Jessie Hill, West Jefferson. 3A, Betsy Yates, Johnson Alder. 3B, Aaron Cooper, Grandview. Lane 4A, Nicola Frabbit, Grandview. 4B, Shanna Ryan, London. 5A, Mandy Pfeiffer, Washington Courthouse. 5B, Megan Hill, West Jefferson. 6A, Melanie Skolnick, Bexley.
The 3,200 meter run final, West Division, and you just heard the names to the loudspeaker system, hopefully. And we'll run through the cones, and we'll pick up the final leg of it, the home stretch of it, so that we'll have plenty of time for the last race, which is a 4x4. Shanna Ryan, 2 London runners are out front, which is Ryan and Seal. Starting out now, but we got a long way to go. And we are down. The final home stretch of the girls 3,200 meter run, and heavens be it, we have Shanna Ryan from London, and she's going to be winning this race with a time of And she stopped 12:18.8. And she's dead on her feet. Okay, we're getting ready for the start of the East Division 3,200 meter run. This is the final. And from Lakewood we have Powers and Thompson in lane 1. Lane 2 we have Bergstrom from Olentangy. 2B Ritchie from Big Walnut. And we hear cans are flying everywhere. Stephanie Jones from Big Walnut. Alicia Baker from Utica. Carducci from Olentangy. Altman from Licking Valley. Lagoo from Utica. And Priest from Licking Valley. And like I say, we'll pick them up through the cones.
We do have a correction on the scoring through the 200-meter dash for the boys west. This will be updated scoring for boys west. Johnson Alder 17 points, Grandview 38 points, West Jefferson 70 points, London 86 points, Washington Courthouse 112 points, and Bexley 141 points.
The winner of the 3,200 meter run, East Division from Lakewood. They call her Kara Thompson. Start out in lane 1, finish in lane 1, a winner. And I think everybody else got another whole lap to go, Carl. Here for the 4x4 relay final. And they're going to have the first will be the West Division. In lane 1 will be West Jefferson. Lane 2 Johnson Alder. Lane 3 Bexley. Lane 4 London. Lane 5 Washington Courthouse. And lane 6 Grandview. And the record meet for the BAC is held by London with a score of 329.1. And I'd like to give a lot of praise and a lot of thanks to all the things that the school year is just about over. To Terry Nance, as athletic director, he's the type of but it's a situation where you and I know where he's coming from a lot of times, because when I had the smaller programs, you try so hard to please everybody and you just can't, so you do the best job you can do. I went out to the school before on Sundays, and Terry would be in there working hard on trying to get different events together and different programs and stuff put together, and between that and the coaching, I tell you what, if we lose him, we have lost a very fine person. So everybody keep on the upbeat, and let's see, everybody give Terry, give him your thanks. Let him know how much you appreciate the fine job he's doing, because being a good athletic director doesn't come around every day. And here we go with the race. For London, we got BJ. He's kicking hard, Carl. BJ Scales, who won the high hurdles in a record meet. Yeah, 300 high hurdles in a record meet. Meet record time. And he kicked out pretty quick there. Like I say, Lennon holds the record for this is 3.29.1. Is that how you say it, or 3.29.1? And we come a shot down the home stretch. I guess you keep your lane. You keep your lane in this whole race, Carl? Okay. And don't slow up now. Give it to him. He almost fell, but we got halfway decent handoff. The second one, is that White? I think it's White. He runs tailback, if it's the one I'm thinking about. Like I say, we don't have any names for these kids because there's so many, and they don't give you the names of the runners in your relay races. So London's leading so far. I want to say that's Bexley right behind him, but it could be Courthouse. Yeah, it's Bexley, and Bexley's going to take over the lead down the stretch. Now, I don't know who that is, Carl. That's not White. I know this is Hamilton. Hamilton gets off to a good kick. I don't know how long he'll be able to keep this kick. And I think our last runner will be Shane Harding. He's an underclassman, so he's got a lot of time to come on. London's falling behind here by about 5 meters. Bexley's slowly stretching it out, Carl. Then I think third place, I think, is Washington Courthouse. And then it's just staggered way back after that. Bexley's making a strong move here. And here comes Courthouse. You know, it's funny how you watch the pros and the college runners. Of course, I don't think London really has had any place to practice handoffs, but how they never look back. They just lay their hand back and that baton is slapped right in their hand and they just break out right in stride. And this is something that takes a lot of practice. Now, Shane Hardy's running a good race. So far, he's not going to get left behind. Like I say, he is an underclassman, so he's doing a fine job. He looks like he may end up right where he was when he got the baton. So we got Bexley coming down the track first. We won't have a new record here on this heat anyway. 3:30.1. Bexley, Washington Courthouse, and Shane Harding for London will finish it off for London in third place of 3:37.3. And we got a race for third place. Two Madison County people, West Jeff, John Mulder, and West Jeff smokes by him at the finish line. Had quite a finish here, didn't we, Carl?
Big Walnut, lane 4, Licking Valley, lane 5, Olentangy.
Get a shot of this fellow down here at the green hat.
Lakewood.
I can't remember his name, but this man, I'm going to say young man, but he's probably old as I am, which makes him an old man, has been on this scene in this BACs and whatever meets they've had over here at this track, at the Ohio Wesleyan University track. I think he said for going on 25 years and never missed a meet. So that's quite an accomplishment. And every time you see him, he's always the same. Glad to see you. Good handshake. How you doing? And wishing you well. And we wish him well for many years to come. Finals in the 4x4 East Division. And in the East Division, we have Utica, Big Walnut, Licking Valley, Olentangy, and Lakewood, in that order. Lane assignments. This is the boys' East Division. Once again, like I say, we don't have any literature, anything that tells us who the runners are, so we just keep it going. His first leg is kicking off pretty good. And Big Walnut's got a pretty decent lead coming down the straightaway of the first leg. Big Walnut, Bexley, Washington Courthouse, not Washington Courthouse, Lakewood, Utica, Licking Valley. Big Walnut's stretching it out now, Carl. You get them kind of leads, if you got any push at all, stamina at all, whatever word I'm looking for, it's hard to catch you. Look like everybody's running just about the same pace, Carl. I think Big Walnut's starting to stretch it out a little bit more. Utica's trying to close a little bit. Licking Valley. So we're looking at Big Walnut, Bexley, Utica, Licking Valley, and Lakewood.
Final results in the girls.
Good exchange there.
200-meter run. In fifth place,
It's going to be a runaway.
Jones, Big Walnut. Fourth place, Brandy Jones, Olatanji. Third place, Alyssa Baker.
Have one more leg to run.
In second place, Carrie Carducci, Olatanji.
Remember the
And
record
winner
is 3:29.1.
12.17.5 seconds, Kara Thompson, Lakewood.
So far, London is, and the girls has run away with the meet. I think they've won it almost every year. And Big Walnut's done stretched it out to about 40 meters now, 50 meters. And he's off and rolling. And here comes Licking Valley, going to try to get up there and get a little chance to place here. Get a good hand on. Everybody turns around and looks for the baton, don't they? I tell you what, there's going to be a race for second and third place.
The time in the 3,200-meter run, girls East Division. Kara Thompson from Lakewood, the 12 minutes, 17.5 seconds is a new
Big Walnut
meet record.
Big Walnut's just running away with this. They got probably over a 100-meter lead. I'll be sure we pick up the second, third, and fourth place because there's going to be a race there. And the winner crossed in a time of 3:28.1 right here. Bexley, Licking Valley, Utica. Can he sneak in there? He tried. I don't know if Licking Valley was able, Utica was able to sneak in there or not. But it looked like he did. And we had a heck of a race there. By the way, we just had I think we had a new meet record in the boys with elapsing by like about 1 second. Okay, we're into the 4x4 girls. Grandview in lane 1, West Jeff in lane 2, London in 3, Washington Courthouse in 4, Bexley in 5, and Alder in 6. As we hit the first turn there, it looks like there's a little bit of makeup there. London looks like they might be pushing up. It's leveling out straight away from us. And I'm thinking, Carl, unless it's a different sister or something, the girl running for I think it's Bexley, just ran the 3,200. And London is leading so far. I think that's they call him Michelle, so I'm not going to say who it is because I don't know. London's got a good lead so far. Get a good hand on. And that stagger's being caught up, being made up there with can you tell from where you're at who that just took over the lead, Carl? London's holding on to a second spot right now. West Jeff's looking at a fourth. Jonathan Alder's bringing up the rear. London's pushing. I think London, the runners are maybe being taught to pace them and then overtake them because that's London. I believe that's Grandview, Carl. Grandview, then Bexley, Jonathan Alder, Washington Courthouse, and Jonathan Alder. Jonathan Alder's last. I'm not sure who's running his last leg.
East Division 4x400 meter relay. In fourth place, Licking Valley. Third place, Utica.
This is a race car here, like if you're out front like that,
First place with a time
people sneak up from behind you, you don't have anything to gauge your pace by.
Jimmy Miller, Aaron Morgan, Scott O'Neill.
Well, it looks like
Big Walnut.
Bexley just shot right by her. I think that's Bexley.
A brand new meet record.
Yeah, we got a new meet record in the 4x4 for the boys. Now here comes the home stretch. Grandview, I think, Carl. Grandview has the blue colors. Grandview, and then London, and then Bexley. Oh, we got another heat. Well, they're running 5 runners, Carl. No, there's Grandview at last. Who is that in front? That's pitiful. Let's see if we can find out who that is in the leading for in the blue. The 3 Boop are Washington Courthouse and Bexley and Grandview. So, Courthouse, most of them has like a lion on the front of their. I cannot tell. That's Bexley second, London running third. Of course, West Jeff will get a 4th place in this. And that's Grandview, so that must have been Washington Courthouse, like you said. Washington Courthouse must have won that race. Race for the West Division was Washington Courthouse, and it has been verified that they do have 2 or 3 different type jerseys. So here we are in the final race of the day. East Division, Olentangy in lane 2, Licking Valley in lane 3, Lakewood in 4, Big Walnut in 5, and Utica in 6. I like Utica's uniform, Carl, because they got a big U on there. There's no problem picking out what their school is. And Big Walnut's colors stand out too. As we round the first turn around down the home stretch, I guess that's what you call it. We're looking at Big Walnut in the lead. Olentangy's smoking up there. Lakewood and Licking Valley. Olentangy snuck right in there, didn't it, Carl? Copies can be made available for this just by giving Carl King or Gary McNeil a call at a small fee. The money will be used to buy more tapes to continue to bring you athletic events. And we're coming, next season will be our football, volleyball season, and quite a few tapes are used during that season. So anybody wants to buy tapes, just contact either one of us or contact the school and they'll get a hold of us. Olentangy and Big Walnut's got a big race going here.
On the east side of the stadium, underneath the bleachers.
For the first.
On the east side of the stadium. If you'll go back through there, clean up the trash and put the chairs back.
And Big Walnut jumps out in front
to get out of here
with
so
Olentangy running second.
If we found it on the east side underneath the stadium, we would appreciate it. those teams on the east side of the stadium if they will go underneath the bleachers and clean up the trash and put everything back as they found it, with the chairs and everything back as
one more handoff to make, Carl.
We would greatly appreciate that.
Believe it or not, they're running pretty close right on time. Terry Nance runs a very fine meet. The weather held up for us, beautiful day. I want to thank the Lord for giving us a beautiful day. And here comes Big Walnut. They done stretched out their lead. Olentangy's running a smooth second. Big Walnut stretching it out now. Olentangy's got a little more pep there. I don't know if she's got enough room to catch her, but she's is making up a little bit of time. Closing that space on her, Carl. I got a feeling Big Walnut don't know she's that close. This could be a race, I don't know. No way? Carl says there's no way. I can see it now. I think the girl from Big Walnut started feeling her coming up behind, so Olentangy's going to be content to take the second spot. 4:12.4. And that more or less concludes this meet for today.
Final results of the girls West Division 4x400 meter relay.
We want to kind of thank you for everybody for the nice turnout we had, for the nice day. We want to thank the higher power above. We want to thank the Lord for the nice day we had for today. And it's been a really fine track meet. We appreciate bringing it to you. We have fun doing this. And this is Gary McNeil and Carl King. And hang around because we will have some highlights from the field events at the end of this. I think we have enough time to do that. So you stick around. In the meantime, this is Gary McNeil, Carl King saying see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Good night. To get into the finals, then we'll show the finals Saturday. Right now we got Roger Clark getting ready for his first long jump. Distance, we have no idea. Got a good jump. No foul. He looked like he got out pretty good. I was reading in the paper here. They were West Jeff is really coming up with a good program. Let's see what we got here. Jumper from the Madison County area coming from London will be Shane Harding. I've got some names for Jonathan Alder and West Jeff runners, some jumpers, but I don't know who they are because like there's two in each. There's two from Jeff and two from Alder. So I'll give you both names, and that way you can pick out who they are if you know them. Right now we got Shane Harding from London.
Oh man, you see that?
I missed it. What'd he do?
Got a somersault.
A flip?
Yeah, he hit his head right down into the sand.
Kevin Graves, so I don't know which is which. Take your pick. I'm sure you know him. I think he's going as over 20.
Yeah.
I think London might be in this race, Carl. 40-mile-an-hour winds, gusting up to about that much, seems like. This is one done to flip, ain't it? He didn't quite make the flip that time. And if you want to pick up London over there in the back, done a little bit better than last time, Carl. Last time he kind of slid down the pole before he even got to the bar. Got Clerk making his third attempt at the long jump. I believe it's the third attempt. He looks like he tries to fly, Carl. What are we setting up for over here now on the girls? Steps messed up. So, all the jumpers are Nick Clevenger and Jason Fisher. Which one it was, I have no idea. They finally got the power back on, so that's a plus. So a lot of these learned on their own. See, look out. Yeah, he got over. From West Jeff. This is about their second year of track, I think, after a long layoff. Hey, look at here.
Hey.
He went over that like he knew what he was doing. You go, boy. I don't know what your name is, but roll on big cheese. Probably. See if we can't pick up the discus here. Jerry McNeil, this is his first year as a freshman. I don't think he's quite got the turn down. They don't really have a coach. Oh, nope. I think he lost it right in the middle of the turn. That turn has to be real smooth.
First place, Golden Candy team of Michelle Miles, Laura Miller.
Water. He got over pretty good last time. He's got good stride down the runway. Pretty good form too. Number 729, whoever that is, West Jeff. That's somebody to be proud of there.
That's in our division. The other division on
They had a big article in the London paper the other day. Somebody's been showing him something. It didn't look too bad. Try to beat his last height. Get up there, boy. Get up. Oh, almost. As we go to heat number 2.
Girls 400 meters dash.
Here we are. We have two girls, Jessica Shellhouse from London also will be jumping probably right behind Kiera. There's Wilson. What race we got going here, Carl?
First call, boys 300 meters.
Let's see if you can pick up that.
What's the
That was boys high jump. What do we got here? 300-meter low hurdle. Looks like a pretty good jump. West Jeff has Corey Thompson from West Jeff and Kit. Yeah, that's boys. Got that all messed up. Yeah, I know. I don't have the paperwork for it. And another West Jeff jumper. She went off the wrong board. And they would have counted if she'd went from that board, but I think it threw her after she seen that she was on that board, and